This is graphing, and we're going to call them parent graphs. And I'm going to show you the different types of graphs here, and you're going to guess what the parent graph looks like. So what I'm calling a parent graph is this. This is a parent graph, parent graph, parent graphs. They're like basically the beginning graphs, and everything else is modified from them. And so I'm going to draw the graph, and you're going to try to guess the shape. Is it a line? Is it a U? Is it a V? Okay? So here we go. So these are the graphs. Now hit pause and draw what you think the shape of our parent graph would always be. And you should have something like that. I mean, slope doesn't matter here, but it should be a line. Okay, let's try our next type. So if you don't see exponents, these are linear. All right, absolute value. All right, so here's what absolute values look like. So I want you to guess on what you think the shape would look like for an absolute value. Exactly, it would look like a V. All right, let's go on to the next one. These are squares and cubes now. So I'm going to draw them, and then you hit pause and guess. All right, so hit pause, take a look at them, and see if you can get the idea. And there you go. Yes, squares should have a nice U shape, and our cubes kind of like an S, sort of. But what it is really that same U shape, but flipped down. Because whenever you square something, all the negatives turn positive. Cubes don't have that situation, so they get that same shape, but now it's in the negative version. All right. Now roots. We have square and odd roots. Square and cube roots. All right, and there's the rough graphs of each. So I want you to hit pause now and guess. And that's what you should have gotten. So if it's a cube root, it looks kind of like that same S that we had up there for the other odds, and this one kind of looks like a parabola but cut in half. The reason is that we're not getting that second part that the cube root has is this. The square root of a negative is not real, so that negative portion is not showing up. Where the cube root of a negative 1 is 1, so all the negatives are still showing up here and here. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. Just give me a rough sketch of each of these as a review. So the first one should look like a V, because it's an absolute value. So hit pause and just give me a rough sketch. And there you go. So for absolute value, you should have that V, the U, that little swoosh, another V, kind of an S, and then a line. All right. Thank you.